Hi everyone, welcome back to Vital English, where the English is real and Spanglish and Chinglish exist in harmony. Today's video will be part one of a multiple part series because we will be talking about one of the craziest citywide festival in Europe, filled with fireworks, firecrackers, fire castle, and building-sized bonfires. And one video just is not enough. Can you guess what it is? Here's a hint. I live in Spain. Hint number 2. I live in Valencia. That is right. Today we will be talking about Las Fallas. As always, there is a list of B2 and C1 level vocabulary and grammatical structures and phrases in the description below, with translations in both Spanish and Chinese. If I had to summarize Las Fallas in a few words, it would be fireworks, firecrackers, bonfires, pagan celebration of spring, religious celebration of carpenter saints, firefighters, giant wooden tableaus as tall as the buildings, and explosions. Alright, Valencia and Las Fallas. So Las Fallas are the most well-known festival in La Comunidad Valenciana here in Spain. And the Valencian community here in Spain has been an autonomous community since 1982. It has its own self-government consisting of an executive council headed by a president, and it has a unicameral legislative assembly. It also has its own distinctive language, Valenciano, and gastronomy and culture. Las Fallas are the fires, right? Wùzhì. And Fallas is the name for Las Fallas in Valenciano. Now, some groups say that Valenciano is similar to Catalan. Do not say this to a Valenciano. So in 2016, Las Fallas became a registered UNESCO intangible cultural heritage of humanity. And as of late, for the last something years, each year during these 19 days of Las Fallas, Valencia receives between 1 to 2 million tourists. Again, 19 days, one city, 1 to 2 million tourists. Now, here are a few quick Fallas facts before we get started, and there will be more to come throughout the video. Number 1. These are called Las Fallas, these giant wooden structures. There are around 800 of them built and burnt during Las Fallas. They can be as tall as the buildings in the center of Valencia. I took this photo a few days ago, and you can see by the miniature model in front there in white that this figure, which is called the individual figure is called a niñot, barely makes up half of the monument's total height. And we're already reaching for the top of these buildings. Now, number 2, the fallas, the monuments, are divided into different categories. Top is the sección especial, special section, and then you have primera A, primera B, primary 1, primary A, primary B, segunda A, segunda B, second A, second B, and then after that, tercera ABC, cuarta ABC, until octava ABC. In English, that's third section ABC, fourth section ABC, until 8th section ABC. And the top category fallas cost anywhere around 100,000 to 200,000 euros. And from what I was able to find, the most expensive fallas came from the neighborhood of Nou Campanar in 2008 and 2009, both of which cost around 1 million euros. And did I mention that these fallas are built and then burnt down during Las Fallas? Also, we'll be coming back to the 2008 Falla of New Campañar later. Origin story time. So, Las Fallas is a festival that celebrates the end of winter and it welcomes in spring. I know what you're thinking, it's Valencia. What winter are you talking about? But look, when you have pisos that have zero insulation and very few flats have central heating or any kind of heating, a few months is traumatic enough. Also remember, the rest of the year looks like this. So, historically, the local woodworkers would take their leftover project scraps out of the shop around this time, right? Because during the winter, they would keep the scraps for whatever projects or, to burn. So then come spring, they would take them out to the street, pile them up, and burn them. Now, historians can't agree on exactly when this spring cleaning became a ritualized tradition. However, evidence in the form of written correspondences between travelers and other people mention that these fires became a celebrated event sometime in the 1700s. Now, like most celebrations that seek to commemorate some sort of natural phenomenon, this was originally a pagan festival. So how did the Catholic Church get involved? Well, the same way that the church usually gets involved. After Las Fallas became popularized, the church went, we have a carpenter. We have a saint of carpentry. So then, of course, the church plugged in their own agenda, set the date, March 1st to March 19th, and since then, technically, Las Fallas have been a religious event. Technically, Las Fallas have been a religious event. Now, don't mistake religious for pure or innocent. The fallas often have a sociopolitical and /or satirical aspect, sometimes against the church itself. Also, many of these fallas have been quite scandalous, like sexy scandalous. I mean, the Valencianos are human beings. Get them to make stuff that's 10 stories high year after year, and there's bound to be some freaky stuff. I'm particularly excited to see this one from this year. And if you watch any videos, reels, live posts from the average Valencia or the average tourist during Las Fallas, you'll find loads of street drinking and general hooliganism. Actually, just a few days ago, someone stole my plant from my windowsill during the first weekend of Las Fallas. I'm convinced it was a drunken hooligan, and I've left a note in hopes that they'll swing by to right their wrongs once they've sobered up. Now, a brief timeline of events. The official Las Fallas events start on the last Sunday of February and finalize in a blaze of glory on March 19th. However, unofficial events related to Las Fallas are sprinkled throughout the year, especially in February. There are 8 main official events of Las Fallas: la Crida, la desperta, la mascleta, la planta, la ofrena de flors, el castells y la nit del foc, calvacada del foc, and finally, on the last day and night, the crowning jewel of it all, la crema. La Crida, meaning la llamada, the call. In Chinese, it would be 呼吁. So this is the last Sunday of February, and it is the inauguration of Las Fallas. At the historical Torres del Serranos, the Serranos Tower, which gives entrance to the old city here in the center of Valencia. So there, the mayor represents the key of Las Fallas to the main Fallera Mayor, and her princess. And then, of course, there is a pyrotechnics display, and this marks the official start of the Las Fallas festival for that year. Falla fact. You must be wondering, just like I did, with all these fireworks displays, firecrackers, and massive wooden structures, has there ever been any Fallas accidents? And of course, the answer is yes. So this is not a complete list, but these are a few that I found to be particularly worrisome. So the Casal de Nou Campanar has had 2 fallen fallas, one in 2008 and one in 2015. Yes, the one in 2008 is the $1 million falla. It rained and there was a lot of wind during its construction, but they got it up in the end, and when it was burned on the last night, it went down, burnt down in under 10 minutes. Impressive. Again, I repeat, €1 million. And in terms of fireworks accidents, on May 19th of 1971, stray fireworks killed 3 people and injured many more. And again, it was thought to have caused by rain. Like I said, this is by no means a definitive list, as wood, cork, and paper mache, all these things are no match for the spring showers and wind that frequent Valencia in March. Actually, yesterday, at the time of filming of this video, it hailed. Thank you for watching. If you find this festival interesting or just super wild, please share this video with someone else that would think so too. And again, please give it a like and subscribe. It's free and it helps feed the algorithm monster. I promise I don't spam videos. I'm a teacher and that's what I like to do the most. Until part 2, stay vital and enjoy life.